Welcome back. Welcome back. This is POD live from Jersey. Got my man Pot in the house. He's actually here in the studio. So, we outside right now enjoying the weather, but we in Jersey. And today we're just going to chop it up on, how we grew up here and the things we enjoyed the most about the Jersey Shore and just life in general. You know what I'm saying? If anybody is tuning in from Jersey, we'd love for you to get in the chat and add on to the bill. So we really just gonna chop it up and have a nice time. I'm on vacation, and we're gonna do what we do. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into our show. And we're back. We're back. So what's up, man?
What's up, brother?
We've been talking about
Shit.
this for a minute. What up? We've been talking about this for a minute, and you know, we here live and direct. Put out direct POD, but we're gonna add a few. We're gonna add another brother that's from Jersey, gonna join us, and we're gonna get it in. So, how does it feel to have your boy live and direct? You know what I'm saying?
Feels good, brother. You know what I mean? Feels good to see you again. Came back in the atmosphere. It was hot, but now it's cold.
Yeah, it's
You know
a
what I
bit
mean?
chilly, man.
So
Atlanta weather be nice and toasty, but I don't know, man. Jersey weather been tripping. Like, I
it,
don't, it's
it
weird.
was real toasty a couple of days ago. Though. Toasty for a damn week. So yeah, it's toasty.
Now it's a little chilly, man. For real, feel like fall actually, but
I like
you like that cold weather.
it. Yeah, love it.
I don't know, man. I was just talking to Mark about the same thing, and he was like, he said when it's real hot, he don't even come outside. Like, that's weird to me. Like cats who live here, they don't like the heat too tough.
Nah, man.
He said he liked the cold weather though.
I like it too. And you know, it keeps you live. I mean, when it's too cold, you know, you want to be up in the house, but when it's nice like this is pretty chill. You know what I mean? Laid back weather. Wear a little something something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I had to definitely. I looked up the weather before I came, and I was like, "Yo, let me go ahead and put something warm in the bag because this ain't looking too good." But in Atlanta, it's nice and toasty, dude, for real. Stay on blaze.
That sound hot and sweaty already. Just hearing it.
Yeah, stay on blaze, man. I mean, I like it as long as sometimes we have times where the weather it's not as humid, but it's hot, which is cool then. But when it's humid and hot, it can get a little uncomfortable. But that's why I like the rain. When the rain come through down in Atlanta, I enjoy that because it cools things off. But I definitely like, what I'm saying, I miss the beach, man. The beach is the move. You know what I'm saying? You got one of the things that bother me about living here is the fact that there's people here who have access to the ocean and they don't even go to the beach. Like, that's
Because the
weird to
beach
me.
is around the corner. You've been here. You know what I mean? When you used to live here, you know, when you hear all the time, the beach is secondary. You know what I mean? It becomes secondary because we've been going to the beach all our lives together. You know, we always taking walks. You know, when we was young, teenagers, whatever, we always at the beach. We was always at the beach. The beach is home to us. You know what I mean? The beach ain't nothing. I mean, not saying the beach ain't nothing. The beach it's a beautiful place, but at the same time, it's home. You know, the older you get, I guess the further you stay away from it. But I still visit it. I still go by the beach. You know, take walks on the sand. I used to go to the beach I was dedicated to going every weekend. I'll be there at what 5 in the morning, train a little bit, do some pull-ups, you know, get a little exercise on,
Yeah,
go back home. We should do that every weekend.
man. Listen, the beach was down the street from my house in Georgia. That's why I don't understand it. But I mean, I kind of get it. I guess when you have access to it, it's like it's whatever. But when you don't have access to it, it's like I can't wait to get to it. but it's been kind of cool. So I haven't really been down on the beach yet, but hopefully tomorrow the weather will switch up. And
Things have changed though.
what you mean things have changed? I was talking to Ricks earlier and asked him about the beach, and he was like, he don't even want to go down to the beach because of the atmosphere.
Right.
And he went into it a little bit about just the funniness of everything that's going on down there, and
Well, it's
yeah,
not as it's no longer free and somewhat. It's more like now you gotta share space with a lot of people. You know what I mean?
everything's about money.
Yeah,
down there
everything's
now.
about money. So now it's becoming, flooded with money now. There's no fun anymore. It's like it just took away the natural aspect to the whole thing. Because I used to go to the beach late at night. I mean, I used to go to the beach at 12 o'clock and lay out on the sand and look at the stars and the moon just sitting on top of the waves. You sit on top of the sand like that all night and chill. Don't have to worry about nobody bother you or nothing. You can't do that no more. They got all kinds of curfews now. You can't do nothing. It's not even. It's like now it's just they just took the fun out of it. There's so much control going on in the world today. It's like the fun is gone, and it seems like it's getting worse and worse. No matter where you go, control is like a disease. It's you ever see that movie Never Ending Story? The nothingness.
Yeah.
That's what it is, like the nothingness. It's just taking away all your freedoms. It's just sucking your freedoms away slowly and slowly and slowly.
Yeah, I noticed. Like, I get what you're saying. Like when we was growing up, of course, there's certain elements of down there that cost, but now that they've invested so much money, they've built up everything. Let's keep it a bean though. It looks very nice. It's
True.
nice down there. Like white people have invested so much in it and built it back up. It's a nice resort area. The thing is, like parking is ridiculous. You got to pay for parking. Like they've monetized neighborhoods for parking. Like you figure, you know what? I'm gonna park in this neighborhood. I ain't even gonna get too close to the boardwalk. I'm gonna park like right here, and then you see a sign that says this whole area is
Right.
monitored for parking and paying.
Right.
So I mean I kind of get it, but that's the come up.
But it's disrespectful at the same time, because if you at your house and you can't find a parking spot because people visiting going to the beach, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful from Asbury Park. You know what I mean? The state itself, the town, the township, whatever. People should have the freedom to park in front of their house. You know what I mean? They shouldn't have to look for a parking spot. You shouldn't have to travel around a neighborhood just to find a parking spot just to go into your house after work. Come on. Who wants to get off work and drive around a house like for 35 minutes? 45 minutes. You know what I mean? Just to find a parking spot, and you get pissed off. You know what I mean? It's like, it's nothing to look forward to when you get off work. I experienced this like a few years ago. Everything is like, people leave their cars there all day. They ain't trying to move because they don't know where else to park their car. So they'll leave their car there the whole day.
Yeah, it's a little congested, but it's live, yo. I ain't gonna front. Like they got it going on down there. I wish they would have kind of left a lot of the amusement parks, like the casino, the palace. I wish they would have left that and just put some money into that, and got it back where it was, because that was live. That was the bomb. Like,
and it was classic. You know what I mean? That they could have kept history right there. Like,
yeah.
people would have actually went just to get on rides, the old school rides, because it's a part of history. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That big happy face. You seen that happy face when we was little boys, man.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Telly, I think it was called Telly.
But see, we got two beaches though that's next to Asbury Beach. We got Bradley Beach and we got Belmar. Bradley Beach. Oh no, I forgot Ocean Grove. We got Ocean Grove. Yeah. We got a lot of beaches, but these beaches are damn near bonded together. But a little, the further you go here, you're in one town to another town, but the beach dramatically changes too. So
yeah.
Bradley Beach is my heart and soul. I was born to me on that beach. I've been visiting that beach all my life, damn near, since I was a little boy. it was just it's a place where I go, you know, especially when I have to think. I've been doing pretty good because I haven't been there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because usually when I visit the beach, I'm in thinking mode. So, you know, because I'm under pressure. And I will always go to the beach and sit by myself. Again, and counting those stars, man. Talking to myself.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a beautiful place, man. Just growing up and all the stuff that we were able to experience. I mean, that shit is priceless. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think a lot of the kids now were able to have that more organic relationship with the beach like we had.
Right.
Because now everything is monetized and polished and nice, which is a good thing because it brings a lot of money to the area. But the relationship that we had as young kids down on the beach was a little bit more organic because there wasn't a lot of I'm not gonna say just control mechanisms in place, but we were able to roam and explore a lot more freely without
Right.
somebody infringing on, you know, you can't go here, you can't do this,
Yeah.
you got to pay, this is not the time, you got to wait till this time to get in free and all this other stuff. And we roamed. And remember, what was it, Sandy's Arcade? Remember Sandy's Arcade?
Yep.
Is that still there?
I don't know. I think so. I think so.
Yo, I used to work at Sandy's Arcade for a
You
minute.
talking about in Belmar?
Nah, right there in Asbury. It used to be
Yo,
like
that was a while ago, man. I don't even remember that. Damn, Sandy's Arcade? Yeah, I'm thinking, I can't even remember those days too much.
they had the real big what game was that? Chop the Lifter or something?
There is, yeah, I think the arcade is still there. I think the arcade is still there. It's still there. There is an arcade there. I don't know if it's Sandy's, but there's an arcade there. You remember the place we used to go and throw those parties on that upstairs spot?
Was that Howard and Johnson's or was that the
I think it was Howard and Johnson. No. Howard and Johnson is the big hotel, right? The big building.
yeah, I think you talking about
That place that's on the beach. That little
was it circular with
yeah, and the stairs go.
yeah,
what's the name of
that was a Howard and Johnson's, I think. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
If there's anybody in the chat who knows that question, just go ahead and
please.
throw that in there. But nah, I think that was Howard and Johnson's for real, because it was orange
Yeah.
at one point. Orange and
Did they own that
blue.
property too? Because this was on the beach. Howard and John. I mean, what's the big spot? I mean, somebody.
I don't know,
forgot the
man.
name of that
Rick
spot.
said it's the Hojo's. Rick said it was the Hojo's.
All right.
I don't know why I can't get Rick's in, man. I don't know. It's I got you in, but it's saying you're muted. I don't know. Unmute your mic. Something, yeah. But nah, that was the Hojo's. Okay, yeah, that's right. It wasn't Howard and Johnson's. So there was mad parties up in there.
Yo, we used to do it.
That was a very it was a good time. It was also a wild time because I remember when I was working at Sandy's Arcade, which was cool, but when you think about like that was like DBB headquarters.
Right.
And working up in there, when I got the job, I was like, I don't know if I want to be in the arcade because you know I'm from Neptune. This might not go over too well, but I wound up getting cool with a lot of them cats, man. And you know, everything panned out pretty cool. But that was a concern of mine back then. It was like, yo,
But
we didn't do nothing in Asbury back then.
Yeah, we did a lot in Asbury before then.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like because that's the when they shut down Asbury Beach, it was more like a place where we would just go and get drunk. You know what I mean?
A hangout spot.
At night, wake up on the sand in the morning, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't woke up with a few people. You know what I mean? Woke up, you know what I mean, on the sand in Asbury Park Beach. You know what I mean? There was nothing, nobody, there was no police, nothing. It's like everything was like deserted, but it was beautiful to me. I like desertment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and then when you go to the beach late at night, sometimes you're the only person on the beach, and that's the most. No, you got a couple of high spiritual people that also visit the beach late at night too. You're not the only one there, but you know, it's like maybe 5 people be on the whole entire beach. That's a beautiful thing. It'd be nice and quiet too. The way you don't hear nothing but the waves crashing and that moon. You could do anything you want back in the day.
Yeah, what's up? I'm gonna say what's up with David Pugh, man. He's a loyal viewer. He's always in the chat supporting our channel. So I want to say what's up with Dave. Actually, I'm gonna see Dave tomorrow. He said he's coming down this way, so hopefully that brother still make the trip.
Definitely gotta see you, Dave.
And yeah, it's a couple of cats we're gonna get up with. But yeah, man, it was a wonderful, wild but wonderful time.
Even before, you know, when I first met him, here we go. It's about to get funny. Yeah, when I met this cat, he used to wear this old sweatshirt, this hoodie, say Lisa on it.
Well, actually,
who was Lisa, brother?
Well, actually, let's do a little backstory on that. His mom's and my mom used to shop at this thrift stores. We talking like back in early '80s, man. Your mom's shop at the thrift store. It was actually on Lake Ave. It was a place called the Dollar Bag.
Damn.
Fill up a bag for $1. Just keep it bean. And I think it was next to Griffin's. You remember Griffin's?
Yeah.
It was next to Griffin's, and that's how your mom and my mom met. They became cool from shopping at the Dollar Bag. We became cool because we was rocking Dollar Bag clothes. You know what I'm saying? So I think, you know what I'm saying, our moms was cool, but I hadn't met him yet. And we was in B Park, Bradley Park Elementary School, and I used to see him. I knew of him, but I didn't know his name, and we never spoke. But I knew who he was, right, through our parents. And while he talking about my sweatshirt, he used to rock a long in what was that, like Inspector Gadget,
yeah, man,
trench coat, and he had a briefcase. We talking like 4th and 5th grade. He's rocking a long trench coat, and he had a briefcase. And I used to crack on him every day I saw him because he was dressed like Inspector Gadget. Yeah. And I used to always, and he always wanted to fight me because of that. we had beef. We didn't know each other. True. But we had a real beef on the fact that when I saw him, I cracked on him, and he was mad at me for that. And he wanted to do some harm to me, 5th grade. But what made us bond was the fact that we both found out that I was rocking, you know, our moms was cool, yeah, and some of the shit that I used to wear was thrift store, and the shit he used to wear was thrift store. So we both used to rock thrift store shit, and we just kind of became cool after that because our moms was cool. And after that, I really couldn't gun on him no more because the nigga knew I used to rock some thrift shit.
Lisa,
I didn't rock no trench coat.
Lisa, nigga.
But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had a hoodie from was it Matasquan? I don't know.
It wasn't you for sure.
Nah,
you know what I mean? It wasn't you, and that's what made it funny.
It was a field hockey hoodie. It was blue.
You racked it, and he rocked it faithfully.
Yeah, it wasn't that. It said Lisa on it. It had Lisa on it, and I used to be like, yo, that's my girl and shit. They used to tell me that. Like, who was Lisa? I was like, that's my girl. So, but that's how all that shit, you know, we became cool after that shit, and
But I will never forget the vision. I know the vision when you used to gun on me when I had the Inspector Gadget shit with the suitcase and all that.
Yeah.
B Park, right?
Yeah, B Park.
Yep, B Park. I remember walking over the, you know, walking and you know how I was.
But the funny thing was, I used to say, like, after we became cool, you know, the running joke was the nigga locked his books in the briefcase and he could never get them out, so he just would have his books in the briefcase. Like, you never open that shit. You didn't have the combination to that shit. Shit was wild, though, man.
It was wild, man.
But it was innocent. It was fun, and it was a bond because there was not just us, because we knew each other through our parents, and we shared a thrift bond. I'm pretty sure there was other cats in our neighborhoods who used to rock, you know, the thrift shit. We just didn't know it. You know,
Yeah, I definitely stayed thrift now, man. We was poor as hell.
Dave said he used to rock a lime green trench coat and a short brim hat in 10th grade. Damn, 10th grade.
Damn.
Dave
Who,
kept,
Dave? Dave used to rock that?
yeah, he just said that. A lime green trench coat with a short brim hat in 10th grade.
Damn.
But yo, it wasn't thrift, was it, Dave? I bet it wasn't, because Dave was the only cat I knew in elementary school who used to rock like the official penny loafers with pennies in them. He had pennies in them.
Damn.
Dave used to rock some real Cosby Show shit back in the day, man.
The thing what I remember the most about Dave is his little room on the side of the house.
Yo, he used to
You know what I mean?
Dave was notorious in the neighborhood for hitting beats on his chest. Like any hip hop song that was out, any song really, he used to be able to hit that shit on his chest. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Dave said he ain't rock no thrift shit. He said that shit was Ralph Lauren. That's why I know Dave Moms was heavy on the fashion back then, so he came to school with that official shit. Dave was dressing like Cosby, like some Cosby Show shit, man.
Damn.
Early on, fucking sweaters and all types of fancy shit. But he was bad as hell in school. Nigga dressed up in special ed and shit. You the flyest nigga in special ed. Word up. Gotta give him his props. Gotta give him his props. Dave was clean, man, for real. On some other shit. I had some nigga. My mom's bought me some sneakers out of Grand Unions. I don't know if y'all know about Grand Unions, but it's a grocery store, nigga. She bought me some sneakers out of Grand Union back in the 80s. We were shopping.
I remember Grand Union.
And she put she got the sneakers off the fucking rack and put them in the buggy with the food.
I remember that,
Some
man.
cheapies.
I remember that. I used to steal from Grand Union. That's the first store I used to steal from, man. Grand Union. Stealing little plastic robot bots.
Grand Union was crazy, yo.
Yep.
For real. I got my tongue stuck on an ice cream scoop in Grand Unions. Straight up in the 80s. Crazy shit. Fucking ice cream scoop was in the fucking frozen ice cream section and shit with a scoop of ice cream partially scooped and shit.
Damn.
We talking like I probably was like 5 or 6. Got the scoop and went to lick that motherfucker. My shit got stuck like the kid off Christmas Story. Ripped the skin off my joint because I didn't want my mom to see me doing that and I just ripped the skin off my tongue.
Wow.
Crazy story, man. Grand Union was a wild grocery store, but that was a grocery store everybody used to, kick it at or whatever.
Yo, you know what we used to do too? We used to have Ninja Night. I don't know who know about Ninja Night. You weren't really around when Ninja Night was there, but it was like the whole neighborhood. My neighborhood, 11th Avenue. It was really just my street. Forget the neighborhood; it was my street. We all used to have a special night once a month called Ninja Night. Everybody dressed up like ninjas and just be doing crazy stuff, man. In people's backyards, whatever, man. The things that happened at those times of night with us being in people's backyards, man, we experienced a lot of personal stuff between relationships, other people relationships and everything, because they thinking that we other people, you know what I mean? But we out under trees and buried up in dirt and everything, throwing salt in each other's eyes, all kinds of stuff, man. Niggas jumping in bushes with boring arrows and stuff, man. Man, Ninja Night was crazy, man.
That's childhood stuff, man. I mean, our childhood were more active, more out in the neighborhood. Kids today, they play a lot of video games and they don't really go outside, but we was in the neighborhoods deep.
11th Ave Posse. Yep.
Yeah, Dave said 11th Ave Posse.
11th Ave Posse. Yep.
And what one of the cool, I think I was probably I might have been in Neptune Village early on, which Neptune Village is my spot. Sad to see it go. They talking about tearing it down, but a lot of these places have a lot of memories, man.
I know it hurts when they break it down. Like it's like you can see your past just slowly evaporating. Yeah. Like it never exists. Like the nothingness, everything is just absorbing. Your past memories are just slowly disappearing. So now they're only memories. You know what I mean? Yeah.
The explosions that y'all hear in the background, because we we outside. They shoot fireworks everywhere. So just in
Yeah.
case y'all wondering, where y'all at, are they shooting? They in Jersey.
We ain't
Niggas
in
might be
Compton.
shooting, but nah, those are fireworks, man. They getting it in. But one of the other things that like today, my son, I sent my sons to the store. Like they went to the corner store, and keep in mind we live in Atlanta, so you're not walking to a corner store. I mean, they got corner stores, but I don't live in a corner store neighborhood.
Right.
But they asked to go to the corner store out here, and I said, "Cool, walk to the corner store," because me growing up, we had access to any corner store.
True.
And for them to go to the store, get what they gonna get and come back, and my son was gonna leave out the house with some slides on, right? I said, "Nah, go put your sneakers on."
Right.
He was like, "Why?" I said, "Just in case you gotta run. You don't know what's gonna happen." See, I'm thinking like I'm going to the corner store and I'm his age back in our day.
Right.
Anything pop off at these stores, you need to be able to run.
Right.
These young kids don't have that interface of
danger or fear.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in slides. It's all good. Like, nah, go put on some sneakers just in case you got to break out of Dodge. You need to be able to run. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these kids don't have that training that we got early on, walking these streets of Neptune and Asbury. We seen a lot, saw a lot, experienced a lot, especially when the two factions of the DDBs and UMBs was fighting and going at it and all that stuff going on in the streets. Like we moved around in a ready situation. Typically, we never went anywhere by ourselves. It was always a group of us.
True. And then we used to also take time off to visit, to take a. Well, we used to have them days where we don't interact with each other. No, we just cool for the day. Like, how you gonna be cool with the motherfuckers that you supposed to be enemies with?
Yeah.
We take a day off and everybody be chilling together, and then it's over at a certain time, and we back fighting each other.
That's typically how it was. You know what I'm saying?
That was funny.
And it may be around an activity that's going on in the neighborhood, like a street ball game, something. Right. Or we playing somebody from a different neighborhood. We cool on that day to play football and all of that, and then after the game, a week later, cats is back at you can't come in out. They're gonna jump you with some old crazy shit. But yeah, man. But I enjoyed,
We had Seaview Square Mall. You remember when they used to sell all the Michael Jackson get up in that one Seaview Square Mall? We had a lot of stuff. It was fun. The 80s was the best. Cat had me up in the ball, running around looking like with wigs on, Jerry curl wigs. Nothing but fun, man.
Ricks, I hear feedback. Rick's mic. Hey, Rick, you on?
You hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear you. Why
you
you
gotta be up a little bit?
I'm on my phone. That's probably why. You hear me?
I'm trying to figure out why I can't get you on the screen though.
But yeah, man.
You just gonna do audio, right?
Yeah, I ain't really set up.
Okay. That'll work. I should have an avatar for you though, but so yeah. Have you yeah, we got feedback. Let me see something here. Edit mic settings. So Rick, I'm gonna pause you for a second. Hey Dave, you still I know Dave in the chat. Dave, you hear feedback or we good? So he'll go ahead and post something. We'll go from there. But yeah, man, one of the things that I enjoyed also is we had access to crazy like food, man. Like our food game was, $5 you was good on anything.
Yeah, $5 was definitely great. $5 get you anything you wanted.
Bag of chips, 25 cent, quarter waters. You know what I'm saying? We used to the sub sandwiches, all that, man. We just had a time where things were very, very accessible, and it didn't take much money to acquire these things. So we pretty much survived, low budget in our hoods because everything was accessible. Remember the Blue Store?
Yeah, I'm about to say the Blue Store. Man, breath smell like dead fish.
Yo,
But-
he still living? Blue Man.
Nah, he not there no more. It's called the Blue Man too, ain't that? But that
Yeah.
boy had some monster.
But he used to always say, "Hurry up, baby. You gonna buy something?" The Blue Man in the Blue Store. And my little brother actually he didn't know the name of the store. He just was call it the Blue Store. So we
Right.
all just started calling it the Blue Store.
Yeah.
And then he named the dude that worked in the Blue Store the Blue Man. That shit crazy. They
Yeah.
named somebody the Blue Man in the Blue Store. That's
man.
crazy.
But we had great holidays in those times, man. We talk about the 80s, man. I mean, we had, holidays is different from these holidays. These holidays, I don't even call them holidays no more. They're just situations. But back in the day, the holidays came with the seasons, and the holidays were perfectly matched. You know what I mean? When Christmas came, you had the snow, you had everything. Thanksgiving, beautiful. Ice outside, slide, brush your back open, don't eat for the day, can't wait to eat. You know what I mean? Halloween, when Halloween come, get them little like that kind of that stormy weather. Not get the not stormy
Halloween
weather,
was
but
like,
you get
it was fall, but the crazy thing about Halloween was we were always, if there would be a build up, previous to actual Halloween day, we'll be watching like the movie Halloween and all that. 'cause they'd be running that.
True.
And when you watch the movies back then, like Halloween, of course Halloween is in the fall, so there will be mad leaves on the ground.
I loved it, man.
Whenever we would go outside during that time frame on Halloween, the atmosphere matched the movie. It will be windy, the leaves will be blowing,
Yeah.
and it was like Halloween on the movie minus Michael Myers killing motherfuckers.
Right.
The whole atmosphere matched, what I'm saying, what we saw on the screen, and it was a real feel.
Right.
Like it felt like Halloween during that time.
Yeah.
And it was dark. We
Yeah.
live in like a dark city, so
Right.
it was,
It was beautiful, man. It was just more character. Everything had soul. Put it that way. Every holiday in the 80s, there was soul put together. Like the Christmas story, we had everything. Everything was like so much soul in our holidays. And the days matched. The weather matched. Everything was matched. Man, we had real blizzards. We done had some serious blizzards. We had some serious weather back in the day, and I miss it. And I can't wait for it to come back. I hope we have a winter this winter. I hope this winter be so cold, so frozen. I hope we get one of them 24 footers. That's what I'm wishing for. A 24 footer.
Yeah, he likes the cold weather.
Yeah.
I like the cold weather too. It does give a certain ambiance to your surroundings and your neighborhood and all that type of jazz. And I do know what he's talking about. I don't like the fact that the snow sticks around for so long after it snows.
Yeah, I mean,
everything's
that
like,
wasn't the.
you might. I remember we would have snow, and then we would go to the mall like 2 months later, and there's a dirty snowball mountain in the parking lot. Like I just didn't like the snow sticking around for a long time after it snowed. But when it started, and typically you would be in school. We would be in school during the snowstorm, like for real, like real snow.
Yeah, true.
Real snow. So you walking home and it's just dumping, or you might be going to school and it's dumping. If you're going to school and it's dumping, you might have a half a day.
Yep.
If you in school and it's dumping, you might get out early, depending on when it started snowing. But you was in that snow for real.
And nothing was shutting down either.
Nah.
Nothing was shutting down. You still had to go to work. Boss still calling you coming in today. So, but I don't know too much about that in that time because, like I said, when we were young still, we didn't have to worry about getting to work because we was just young. We just worried about going, we was with the school thing. So I guess it is fun when you don't have to work it. You know what I mean? We always used to get together and go out here shoveling and making money shoveling all the time. Everybody get together. Everybody had their crew. It was just flat out fun and experience. Oh, the Bombers. You remember the Bombers came out?
Yeah.
The checkered Bombers, man. The checkered Bombers.
Yeah, the Bombers was dope. I remember we was rocking skids. Remember skid pants? Skids.
Skid.
They were like real baggy, but they were like plaid
Yeah,
skids.
yeah, okay, I did. Yeah, skids.
They almost reminded you of MC Hammer pants, but they wasn't MC Hammer pants. But skids was like, you know, they came with different plaids and all that. But I didn't like that. What's that shit? Rashad used to wear all the time. Remember, Arab Rashad? He had two sisters. He used to mess with one of his sisters too.
Oh,
He
Rashad.
he wanted to fight you over that.
Yeah.
But nah, he used to rock was it cross colors?
I don't remember that because I mean everybody was rocking cross colors. Everybody was rocking polka dots. Kwame had niggas walking around in polka dots, and MC Hammer had niggas walking around with pants so thin that they nut freeze when it's cold outside.
You had no protection.
Dingling be burning and stuff from the cold weather.
You would have no protection walking to school with that type of clothes on. Man. Like it was a fashion show, but it was a fashion show that didn't fit when winter time came. And this cat here will be walking to school with the hard bottom shoes. He had the polka dot shirts. He had the step cut in his head, and just flashy, but it's mad cold outside.
Yeah, man, my stuff used to be inside my stomach. That's how cold they used to be. I never knew your stuff wanted protection that bad. I mean, I used to go in school. I had frostburn on my stuff, man. That's crazy. MC Hammer, man, that's your fault.
I remember them Hammer pants too. I never rocked Hammer pants, but fashion was definitely a big deal back then and coming up. Because I remember when I got my first pair of suede Pumas, it was like in the 80s. Breakdancing was still going on, and I was just happy to get those shoes for it was like Easter, man. And I got those shoes, and it was a really big deal for me. The rest of my gear was whack, but I had the shoes, and you know, Cash used to carry around a little toothbrush to clean the suede off, and you know,
we did a lot of crazy
sock
stuff
in there
man.
to keep your fat laces puffed up so your laces look good. It was wild, man, but it was the bomb, man. It was a really good time. We had a very rich, like if you could make a movie about the crew and how we grew up, it will be a very, very entertaining movie because we got stories for days. I'm pretty sure everybody got stories for days.
True indeed.
I'm pretty sure everybody got a unique story too. But I guess just our
story.
Yeah, our story is unique to us. Dave's talking about the Muslim shop and the fish boat sandwiches on Lake Ave. I never ate at the Muslim. You know, I probably did eat at the Muslim shop. They used to sell like
You talking about the wait, the Muslim shop. I know it's a reggae spot. You remember the reggae spot too? But wait. Muslim shop.
The Muslim shop was on Lake Ave, and they used to sell like, you know, fish. They used to have those veal sandwiches, veal and cheese sandwiches, and all that. I didn't go to the Muslim shop that often, but
I remember it. I just don't remember it.
I remember the dude Phil. He used to drive our school bus, but he also owned the barber shop on Lake Ave. Dave know who I'm talking about because we used to be cutting up on that bus, man, jumping up and shit. Dave Craig, listening at the WJLK. To see if school's closed.
Yo, weather be hardcore too, and it still ain't closed yet. Yo, everybody like, when they gonna close the school down?
Yeah, be dumping outside, and it's just like, yo, you gotta go. He said that was my barber. Yeah, Phil used to drive the school bus, man. He used to drive our school bus, but he also used to be our barber in the neighborhood. For real.
Yeah, man, it was good old days, man. This is so much that's, you know, I'm trying to think about so much. It's so much that happened, man. So many things, man. So many things.
So then there was, we used to get kicked off the bus too. Dave said we used to get kicked off the bus.
Yeah, I've definitely been kicked off the bus for talking to somebody else. And I got suspended because the bus driver thought I was talking to her. But you can't tell anybody that. I just got suspended.
And they used to always have People's Barbershop. That's what it was. I think
People's
he was
Barbershop.
at People's. They used to have a bus monitor, somebody riding a bus that was a grown-up to watch the kids.
Right.
I remember that. I'm just mad they tore down B Park, man. It's like a landmark spot. B Park.
That was a beautiful school, man. I like the auditorium.
The auditorium was the bomb.
It was like, it really was the school though. It was like, it was built around the auditorium. It was like, a stage. It was like a real stage.
The architecture
dope.
was it was an older school, but the way it was designed was so dope, and you just get a different vibe when you're inside these. You can tell it's like from the fucking 60s and 50s and shit. But the school, like Ocean Grove, gave us that feel. Ocean Grove had a old, 50s and 60s feel. But the bottom line was it gave us a very good feeling when we was in those schools, because it was like, okay, if you watched the movie Porky's, right? Remember Porky's?
Right.
You remember the type of school that they was in and how it was just the atmosphere of that school. That's kind of how those schools were built, but we were modern kids going to these schools. And because I've never been in a school, an elementary school, where they had the rope, like they still had the rope in the gym where you climb to the top of the rope.
Right.
You can only see that on movies,
right?
Where you climb the rope.
Right.
But Ocean Grove had that. They had the rope in the gym. I never could climb to the top of that shit.
Me either. I tried it too. I couldn't either.
Yeah,
man.
But that's old school shit.
Hey.
That's classic.
Camp.
Yeah, me and
I
Dave
miss
used to go to them camps, man.
I miss. That's one of my favorite things is going to camp, dog. Having that little turkey and cheese sandwich all that ready for lunch.
Yeah, that's that summertime free lunch. Now I'm gonna tell you about camp. You got two types of camp. I remember my mom put me on a bus, and this camp was like out in, like, let's just say Farmingdale, somewhere that wasn't in the hood. It was a bunch of white kids, and they did crafts, like we made wallets, and they taught me how to swim. They tried to teach me how to swim, which I didn't like because I damn near drowned.
Damn.
I didn't learn to swim till I was like 13. But then you had the hood camps, and that might be the boys club in Asbury, and you're not doing no crafts there. You got pool tables, basketball, and the swimming pool, and then you got the knuckleheads that is in, from the other town who didn't like cats from the town that was from their town. If you ever got sent to camp in Asbury at the boys club, you're liable to get jumped or beat up every day or get your money taken, because you got to go to camp somewhere where cats don't like you from that city. I never got sent to the boys club, but if you wanted to go swimming, they had a swimming pool at the boys club. Boys club was off limits.
I never went to the boys.
Boys club was off limits.
I never went to the boys club, dog. Every time I heard boys club, nah, man, nah, hell no.
The boys club was off limits because we from Neptune, boys club was in Asbury. These towns are like side by side. Literally, you walk across the street and you in another town. But the beef, it's just certain places you just didn't go because it was an instant ass whooping if they knew where you was from. Sure, I used to a lot of niggas like, yo, niggas asking, where you from? And I'm like, shit, Red Bank.
That started to be hard too, because they was with beef with everybody. That beef with everybody, man. Like, you still getting beat up, nigga.
They said, nah, me neither. The boys club was crazy. For real. Rick said, yeah, man, what was that? Alaire State Park. I think, Dave might, that's the part, that's the camp that I was talking about. Yeah, man, for real. Nah, man, boys club was off limits. That shit was dangerous. I seen a couple of cats from Neptune get beat down over there, for real. Like, I'm just thinking to myself, because if you were a nobody, you could fly under the radar and be in these different cities. Right. Nobody would know who you are. They wouldn't even really mess with you too tough, except for the knuckleheads. But if you were known and you went to these other places and they saw you, it was on. I'm gonna tell you a story. I was in Asbury High School one night, and I was at a dance with my cousin. This is a girl.
Right. I'm
sitting in the bleachers. High school dance.
Right. That's crazy.
I got surrounded by DBBs, right? And they knew I was from Neptune. My cousin was cool with everybody, so I'm standing there. I'm sitting in the bleachers. It might have been C Booty. Rest in peace. And they're sitting around me, and somebody took and pulled that first string in my sneaker, the first string at the bottom, where you know when you string your shoe up, that very first line that goes straight across.
Yeah.
They took and pulled that shit so tight. My fucking shoe looked like a football. They left my string hanging out of my shoe. So I'm sitting there, right? I ain't even say nothing. I act like I ain't even see that shit.
Scared as hell. That nigga was scared.
It was going down. So my cousin, I don't know, she was talking to somebody. I said, where the bathroom at? I asked her where the bathroom was. So I get up to go to the bathroom and found the exit to the high school and bolted out of there and ran all the way back to Neptune.
Yeah.
It wasn't getting me that night, buddy. I was by myself too. I don't know how she talked me into going to that high school dance.
The females is good to talk niggas because they don't have to go through that, so they don't think you have to go through it. Female could go into a lion den and I get touched. Yo, I'm good. They know me. We good, brother. We good.
Nah. You got to be careful with that.
I know one time I've been jumped in Asbury. I already been.
Yeah,
jumped,
I know.
I mean,
You
I
got some of them stories.
I got. I had stitches in my mouth, all kinds of stuff, right? But the thing is, my brother is crazy, but at the same time, I was crazy too. After I got jumped that day, I went home.
I remember that.
Went home, put on my Bruce Lee shit. Put on my Kung Fu suit and headed right back to where I got jumped at.
What up, Mario?
But nobody showed up. You know what I mean? Nobody was around. Not saying anybody was scared or anything, but nobody was there. We went up inside. We went in the heart of the hood in the buildings looking for motherfuckers. Couldn't find nobody. I don't know what gave us the heart, but I guess my adrenaline was so high, I was just ready to take on anybody that day. You know, after that happened. It's some crazy time. I remember one time a dude had I tried to walk around Asbury on my way. I don't know if I was on my way back to Neptune or I had to be on my way back to Neptune. Dude put a glass.
Was that wasn't Teddy Solomon, was it?
Teddy Solomon was the one who, with the stitches, right?
It picked you up from behind. And
out of nowhere. Got picked up from behind and slammed right on my face. Fucked my shit up. But at the same time, at this other time, when I went to Asbury, I was surrounded by dudes. I tried to take a shortcut. You know how you try to take a shortcut because you don't think anybody around there? Ran right into him. Ran right into the army, man. I mean, I was in hell's den. So dude came up to me, and I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing because the fact is I didn't run. And somewhat, I wasn't really, really, really scared. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't that scared. I didn't know what was going to happen because I knew I had no way out. And I always look at things. If you don't have no way out, then the best thing to do is fight, right? So that's all that's going on in my mind, like, what's going to happen? So he comes up to me. Everybody surrounding me and shit. He breaks a bottle. No, he didn't do that yet. No, he picked up a fucking garbage can full of glass bottles. It was a garbage can full of glass bottles and threw it at me. My instincts, I kicked the shit out of that motherfucker. I kicked that shit so fucking hard, right? I kicked that shit. I don't know where I kicked that bitch, but that shit went the other way. I'm still not saying nothing. I just kicked that shit, right? Still silent. He comes up to my throat with a broken bottle from those bottles. He had it against my throat.
Did you? Who was this?
I don't know. I don't think I know who it was. I really can't remember. It was at night. It was dark. It was kind of at night. So I'm thinking,
what the hell are you doing over there?
But I'm serious. This is a serious situation. I was prepared to really hurt that dude. I'm just saying because he had that shit so close to my throat. Yeah. I was like, soon as he even touched my throat, I don't know what's gonna happen to him because I'm already in
defense mode.
Yeah, I'm already in defense mode. I stood my ground and walked out of there with nobody touching me. I ain't say nothing. I was just standing there like.
And that's probably the fact that they could not punk you,
right?
Because sometimes they just, they
want to scare you. Yeah, if you run, then they're gonna beat you up. But if you go stand there to fight, because I had no choice.
Yeah.
So I was scared of my instinct. I was like, once he even do anything there, like even budge, I'm gonna move because I'm ready to move. I'm just waiting on him to do something. But he just stood there with it, talking all this jump, boom, 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 and all of a sudden, just let me walk away. He just put the thing down. I guess they show respect. Like I was walking away, smiling like,
yeah. We talking like this is our life before. Would you say we had a gang problem? But, yeah,
and we was just being everybody needed protection to some degree because you couldn't walk to one town to another town. You had to be a part of something to even have
or cousins. Everybody had, back in the day, you can either pull a cousin card, such and such is my cousin, or that's if you was cousins or related to somebody who is a hardhead, then the cousin pass would work. I'm not gonna. That's such and such cousin.
Right.
Now don't touch him.
Right.
Cousin passes would work. If you big, sometimes that bring problems to you because normally when I'm with these cats and something's going down, I'll be the first dude that they look at, like the big one. We're gonna get them.
Remember that? You was with me that day when I had a gun pulled on me.
Yeah, I was there. And I ain't had nothing to do with it.
And he was the reason why the gun was pulled.
Yeah, because he probably was like, yo, he got a big dude with him. He's like, you know what? I'll be right back. And I knew he was going to get a gun. Your instincts would be like, run. I'm standing there with him, and he comes right back with the gun, and I knew he was going to get a gun.
And he was so like, I was scared because he was like frightened. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, if this dude frightened, he might end up shooting him up because he's scared.
That'd have been a bad thing. And I had just got to Jersey because I had moved to Georgia by then, and I just got to Jersey, and I saw you, and you were in the midst of some conflict. As soon as I get to the hood, and
that boy, we walked away straight. I was like, I think I said, I don't think so. I was like, you know
got
what?
It. You got it. You saw that gun, you were like, all right, you got it. Because the thing was, when he didn't give you your kid, he took the kid and gave the kid to Isha, but he wouldn't give you the kid.
Right.
He was like, all right, I guess we got to fight then. And he gave her the baby, and I was like, this nigga going to get a gun. And he came back with a gun.
Yeah, I was like, you won this battle, brother. Walked away silent.
Told your brother, got back to the hood, told your brother, he jumped in the car looking for the dude.
Like,
riding around the street looking for him. But that was
crazy.
Yo, that was you know what? I wasn't scared, but
you should have been, man, because he was. I thought he might have shoot somebody from him being scared. So I'm like, I had to just play that element, that play that role to calm him down. Like, okay, you got this, motherfucker. No more problems. I'm turning around and I walk home. I see you another day. Yeah. That's just how I did it. I was like, I don't sit here and argue with somebody that might shoot me.
Yeah, he had that gun like right. He had the gun like right here.
I wasn't scared of nothing. I just like, you got it. You know what I mean? I just turned around and walked away. And he was still walking. It ain't like we just walked away from the nigga. He was still behind me while we was walking away. I'm feeling the presence. This nigga still got the gun aiming at niggas while we walking away, man. That was scary. That was scary as hell.
I'm just. He was scared. He was scared. So I don't know if he. I mean, we didn't come there to jump him or nothing like that.
Man, I had the Incredible Hulk with me, nigga. What you think he gonna do?
Yeah,
you was like a backup just in case I, end up getting jumped or something like that. You know what I mean? You wasn't even backup, dog. I was there to like.
Nah, you went to see your kid.
True.
So it wasn't.
We didn't even expect none of that, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, true.
You went to see your kid.
So he thought I was bringing you for a different reason, maybe. I don't know
what he thought.
I don't know. Yeah, you're right.
I just think that me being there. If I wasn't there, he would have got that gun? I don't think so. I don't know. I can't really say. He was a skinny dude too.
I'm saying I was ready to, do what I had to do, man.
Yeah,
if we was young, but we do stupid stuff like that, man. But at the same time, we're here and alive. He walked away. I walked away.
Shit, nigga, we walked away. Because when the gun was at your nose, I was froze like.
I didn't think too much about Kung Fu then. Kung Fu wasn't in my mind because of the unexpected. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, I don't even know if I could dodge this.
But I should. But see, I didn't say.
You didn't
He's
say
going
nothing.
to get a gun. I knew he was going to get a gun.
Yeah.
I didn't even say to you like, yo, he going to get a gun. I think we should go. Because a part of me was like, maybe he not going to get a gun. But why the nigga going in the house?
Yeah. Yeah, because he did say, hold up, I'll be right
Yep.
back.
He said, hold up, I'll be right back. And I was like, he going to get a gun.
That's something my brother say to a motherfucker. My brother be like on that shit. I should have picked that shit up. I probably did pick it up, but my ego just won't allow me to just run like that.
Shit was crazy.
I'm scared of my ego sometimes.
That's one of our classic Jersey stories. That shit was crazy.
Hey, yo, Dave, man, I don't know, man. I got some old story for you too, man. You know, you remember the airport going to Atlanta, brother?
Nah, that wasn't the airport. That was the MARTA station. We had got off the train, and Dave got stuck in the turnstile. And you know, when you put the thing in there, it's supposed to just go ahead and turn. And I think he put it in, but when he went to go through the turnstile, boom, he bumped into it. It didn't move. He looked at it again, tried to go through it, boom, bumped into it again. And we looking. He looked at it, tried to go again, boom. He bumped into the turnstile like 4 times, and it was funny because it was like boom, boom, boom. So it was a funny. Potty thought it was a funny moment. He never really forgot that, but I forgot you and Dave was in Atlanta at the same time. We had wild time. We partied, man.
Yeah.
I forgot that.
That was a funny time, though, man. That was entertainment. Yo, Dave, man, but not only the first time, you did it another time, too. That's the time when I dropped.
We bumped into the turnstile. He did
Yeah,
it like 4 times.
he went to another one. The next one. I never forget that, man. I never forget that, bro.
That was a classic moment. But y'all was in Atlanta. Yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
In '97.
Damn.
We all rode down together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Did we? Yeah, wait. Didn't we take a bus or something? No, I'm not sure.
Nah, y'all rode back down with me. We all rode down together, if I'm not mistaken.
How do we? That's weird, man. I forgot. Oh, how did we get there? We drove.
Dave, how did we get to Atlanta? I'm trying to tell you.
A bus. I remember a bus. I remember getting off a bus.
Nah, it wasn't a bus, man. It wasn't a bus. But Dave, he'll figure it out. But I think we all rode down, if I'm not mistaken. For real.
But yeah, man.
But yeah, man.
Remember?
Yeah. Dave said I had my car, so we all rode down. Yeah, we all rode down together. Cause yeah, we did. Do you remember when we was on the interstate and I don't know who it was, but somebody passed us on the interstate flying because traffic was like stop and go. I don't know where we was at. We might have been in Virginia. Traffic was like stop and go. And then there was one car that was next to us. There was a bunch of people in it. They was like partying and they was speeding and they sped past us. And then all of a sudden traffic got real slow. And then when we got up to a point, that same car was upside down.
Yeah.
They crashed. I was like,
I remember that. I do remember that. I definitely remember that.
Yo, they was upside down.
Yeah. Crazy, man.
Yeah, I remember
Shit
that.
was crazy.
He said, y'all took the bus back.
I knew it was something with a bus. I remember bus. Oh yeah, and I think
Greyhound.
I think a lady kid drooled all over me on that trip all the way back too. Drooled all over my shirt, was wet and everything. I had to share a seat with a lady. I remember that. I was all wet, smelling like baby formula.
Yeah. Dave said, yep.
Damn.
Oh yeah. Classic. But yo, man, I think we had a pretty good, insightful show. There's a lot more to add.
Yeah, I know, man. It's a lot that we missed, man. It's so much to talk about, man. Like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking a little too much right now, but it's a lot that's been missed, and it's got to come back.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have this talk again, man. I'm gonna try to get You know, Rick's always have some technical issues when he try to chime in because I wish the brother was able to get on. So we can actually talk about, you know, EHB, how it got started, where we at now with the crew, and get other cats to come in, man, so we can finish this conversation. Because I think, you know, if we can get more than one here, we can
Just
go ahead
remind you
and,
about something, you know, bring up some things that we
it's a lot.
missing. That is so much to talk about.
I remember that night because I don't drink, and our whole crew, the name EHB is 800 Brothers, based off of Old English 800. And I used to always have to make sure cats got home at night when we go to parties and niggas get drunk. I'm putting niggas in cabs, breaking up fights. Some wild nights, man.
Yeah.
So I got some stories on y'all cats that I've witnessed. Especially, remember Lisa?
Yeah.
Yeah, something went down that night.
Trash.
And you was bent off of OE.
Yeah.
I had to make sure you got home.
Oh, that's a long night.
I think Hurt got in a fight with Zeke that night.
Herc always get into a fight when his motherfucker's drunk.
Yeah, Hurt got in a fight with Zeke, and the fight just spilled out of the party into the yard. It was just crazy.
Yeah.
And everybody started dispersing. And Hurt got mad that night and walked home from up the hill.
Yeah. I used to do it too, and I get mad. Niggas take long walk by themselves.
He
I
walked
did it too.
from up the hill all the way back to Asbury.
I did it too. I think I did it with him. I think I saw.
Nah, not that night, because we got in a cab that night.
No, oh, okay.
You was
All
drunk.
right.
We got in a cab that night because I got you home. So I remember that. Yeah.
This cat used to ride around in a Renault. You remember the Renault days?
Who makes them? I think I was
Renault,
made
the little white hatchback car.
It was
you
made
remember
by,
that?
It was made by Jeep then.
It was a Renault.
Yeah, Renault. Yeah.
Yo, he had a Renault
make
with
those
beat.
no
Yo, Dre thought he was the man with the Renault.
First car, man. First
Yo,
car.
but it was dope though. You had the beats bumping and everything. Yo, I remember that day we was on what was it, 11th Avenue? No, what's that street? Where were you and Dave? What's that street? What's the street? That main street where everybody lived. Where Dave lived on.
Dave lived on Drummond.
Drummond Avenue. I remember walking down the street and you coming to pick me up.
Dave lived on Drummond. Mario had was it a stanza? Nah, I don't think it was a stanza, but I had house speakers in my joint. It had EQ.
Yeah, I remember that, yo. I remember that, man.
Playing house music and
Yep.
shit.
I remember that. You thought you was the man, yo. He thought he was EQing it, man.
And Gregory had an old blue station wagon. It was a small mini station wagon.
I think.
Oh, he said he had a Sentra. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Sentra. Yo, those cars was dope back in the day, though, man. Like they was like accomplishments and shit.
Yeah.
Niggas riding around a Renault was like riding around a Mercedes Benz today.
Or if you had a Maxima.
Yeah.
If you had a Maxima.
Oh yeah, the square off the square Maxima. Yeah, man. We had some times, man. It was beautiful. The high school games, Neptune versus Asbury, most beautiful thing in the world, man. Them Thanksgiving games, we had.
Remember we I think we drove to a Mattawan game.
I remember that. We used to travel out. Yep.
And see, my first car was a stick, and it sat in the yard for a while. My mom was like, "If you don't learn how to drive a stick, then you ain't be able to drive." So I wasn't that good at it. I was like, "Shit, I don't want to ever be on a hill trying to."
I know that's the biggest challenge.
And we went to a football game in Mattawan. And I remember we was coming off the exit. You know how you stop at the exit and there's a car. There might be a car in front of you at the exit, and they're waiting for traffic to go so you can pull out.
Right.
So I'm looking back, seeing what's coming. I forget about the cat in front of me in the car. And as soon as I saw my ability to go, I turned around and hit the gas and hit him. But you remember that? You hit your head on the windshield.
Damn, I don't remember, man. Damn.
I remember that was a snowy day. Dude ain't do nothing. Everything was squashed. We went back to the hood, and I think we went to Mel's and got chicken wings from Nonstop.
That sound real. I know that wasn't a lie.
Yeah. They went back to Mel's. Mel's had the best chicken wings in the area, yo.
That was the life. That shit was dope, man. That old school shit vibe, old school shit.
You remember?
The greatest shit, man.
Was it Who was the cat that had the hooked up truck?
Dumar.
Dumar, yeah.
Yo, that's when niggas turned Ford pickups into Mercedes-Benz trucks and shit, man. Niggas was modifying Fords into Mercedes and shit.
They would have the Mercedes-Benz emblem on it. They'd put a kid on it, Beats, lights.
Whole truck blasting, blowing up the neighborhood, shaking houses and everything, man.
Them wings was banging too. Mel's wings.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember Mel's wings.
Yeah, I wonder why they went out of business.
No,
give you them chicken wings in that greasy bag. You was straight. You was straight for real.
Yeah.
At nonstop.
Yeah, man. It's beautiful.
What Dave said. I remember we all went riding one night. Let me see. Went riding one night, and I banged my head on Booty's windshield. Damn. Yeah, you probably did, cause Pot hit his head on my windshield. You know what? You know what, Dave?
That was
I hit G. I hit him. That's why you hit your head on the windshield. I hit him. I remember that.
Damn.
I crashed into him on Lake Ave.
Damn, Dre.
Yeah. Because back in the day, man, we used to ride kind of slow, beats bumping, and just it was a scene. So yeah, I hit Gregory from behind and shit, and I think Dave hit his head on the windshield.
That's crazy.
We all had house speakers. Nobody had a real system. We all had like house speakers and amps. See, he said, "Yep, sure did. I did hit him." Man,
this guy traded the Renault for some cheap tornado speakers. Who trades a car? Who trades a car for speakers and don't have a car to put the speakers in? Who does that? I just don't know who does that. I'm putting that out there.
Let me add the backstory.
Boy,
I was moving from Jersey to Atlanta, and we get young, we do goofy shit. I didn't even want the car no more, and I figure I can take the speakers with me, but I didn't want the car. Kasim didn't even have, rest in peace, Kasim. Kasim didn't even have a license.
He took the car, right, Kasim?
He took it and crashed it.
No, but I'm just saying, why did you get rid of the car anyway?
I was moving
to another state.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you was leaving, huh? So you was just trying to get everything out of there.
Yeah. It wasn't, it wasn't a logical thing to make that trade, But
I didn't think it made any sense at all.
by this time, my car had mad problems. The wheel was, it was.
I wanted the Renault too. I kind of wanted it deep down inside.
Yeah, you probably was a little jelly about that Renault, buddy.
Yeah. And you had that little Yamaha remember the Yamaha amp? I took that.
Yeah.
I got that. I took that. That was a beautiful amp, man. That was a beautiful amp.
Man. Yeah. Back in the day. Anything you can drive, because Gregory car was, buddy. I don't know what the hell that was. It was a station wagon, and it was little. The car looked like he was too big for the car. It was a little car. He had beats in the back of that. House speakers, amps.
Yeah.
And that's just how we used to rock out back in the day. But hey,
I rocked the Citation in my day.
A Citation. They don't even make no shit like that anymore.
A GM Citation, a Chevy Citation with beats in the back, house speakers most likely.
Yeah, that shit was loud.
Yeah, I had some GoPros in the back, some fucking GoPros and some airless box. I don't know whoever put that together for me, man. It was nice, man.
That shit was loud.
That's when I first.
Guess what the nigga was playing though? Warren G regulators. Loud as hell. Can't be no geek off the street.
Damn.
He was playing the regulators. I remember that.
I remember that now. Shit.
Because I had just came back to Jersey to visit, and I spotted you in the hood somewhere. You was in one of these neighborhoods. I think you was on 9th Ave. You had no rhyme or reason to being over there. I think you tried to talk to some chick, and you got out the car. You didn't have on no shirt. And you was driving. Your car looked like a brown turtle with beats in the back. It was crazy, man.
I used to rock whatchamacallit too back in the day. Crooklyn Dodgers.
Yeah,
Remember Crooklyn Dodgers? Hell yeah.
Everybody had they beat song back in the day. Oh yeah.
Doom, 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 doom,
Yup.
doom, doom.
So on that note, yeah, man, we had a good talk. I'm gonna continue to enjoy my visit while I'm here, and who knows, we might be able to do another show before I get out of here and head back down south.
He said he had a Ford station wagon.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Dave said he started driving after high school. Yeah,
And I'm about to write down some notes about the 80s, them days, man. Because it's too much to talk about that's been missed.
Mario laughed and I said your car looked like a turtle. It did look like a turtle, man.
Yeah, man.
But fun times. We had a blast. I mean, I wouldn't trade it for nothing.
Nothing, man. Nothing.
It was a movie for us. We lived the movie. But here we are. Some of us have made it this far. Some have transitioned out of here. For different reasons. But that's another thing. A lot of them cats that was like wild. A lot of them cats transitioned up out of here, man. For real. You remember who the cat? He was from Asbury. Because I remember we was at a party somewhere. He ran in the party. I think T Lamp was having a party. He ran in the party and stole a strobe light out the party and ran. Wayne G.
I remember. Nah,
I don't think it was Wayne G. We'll figure it out. But yeah, man. I guess that's gonna wrap up our, a day in the life of us wilding out when we was younger and reminiscing. I'm glad everybody tuned in that did tune in, and I think we had a pretty good show. I want everybody to have a pretty good 4th tomorrow. We'll see how that all panned out. I wish it warm up though, cause it's cold and I'm back.
I like it though. I kind of like this kind of weather. It's my type of weather. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So on that note, we gonna holler at y'all. It's been a blast, and y'all be easy and be safe. Until then, peace.
Peace.